Hello everyone. So in today's video of chapter chemical bonding, I'm going to talk about hybridization. Hybridization. The valence bond theory explained well the formation of covalent bond by the overlapping of different orbitals. In case of molecule like hydrogen, hydrogen fluoride, fluorine molecule, accordingly the maximum number of covalent bonds which an atom can form equal to the number of unpaired electron present in the valence shell. But it did not explain how beryllium formed two covalent bond, or how boron is forming three covalent bond with three chlorine atoms. Carbon is showing tetravalency in spite it is having electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 1px1 and 1py1. In order to explain all these things, one concept has come, and this is called hybridization. Hybridization is the intermixing of different atomic orbitals of approximately equal energy to produce hybrid orbital before bond formation, and the process is called as hybridization. Now, hybridization, the arrangement of hybrid orbital are such that there is a minimum repulsion in between the hybrid orbitals. The concept helps us to explain the observed structural properties of so many molecules, and the one important thing is the total number of orbital which are mixing during hybridization process. After hybridization process, the same number of hybrid orbitals will be produced. Now, what all are the steps for hybridization process? First step is the formation of excited state, and the another is the mixing and recasting of orbital. Now the first step is formation of excited state. The paired electron in the ground state are uncoupled, and one electron is promoted to the vacant orbital having slightly higher energy. Now, total number of half-filled orbital is equal to the valency of the element in the stable compound. For example, beryllium. Beryllium has valency 2. Beryllium electronic configuration is 1s1, 1s2. In second shell, 2s is present and 2p is also present, which is vacant. Now, the beryllium atom 2s will be excited, and one electron from 2s will jump in one 2p orbital. This is called as the excited state of beryllium atom. Now, in this case, what will happen? One s orbital and one p orbital, which is having slight energy difference, are going to mix with each other. There would be the redistribution of electron density, and energy will take place, and two new exactly same shape and exactly of same energy orbitals will formed. These two orbitals will be called as now hybrid orbitals. These new orbitals arrange themselves in space in such a way there would be minimum repulsion and maximum separation in between them. And we used to call them in during the formation of sp hybrid orbitals, the two sp hybrid orbitals have bond angle 180 degree. Now, conditions of hybridization. Orbitals belonging to the same atom can participate in hybridization, and orbitals having same energy can undergo hybridization. Now, the characteristic feature of hybrid orbitals. Number of hybrid orbitals formed is exactly the same as the participating orbital. If two are mixing, then after recasting I will be getting two hybrid orbitals. They have same energy and shape. Hybrid orbitals are oriented in space such that there would be minimum repulsion, and They are directional in nature. Next is the hybrid orbitals are different in shape from the participating atomic orbitals, but they bear the characteristic of the atomic orbitals by which they are derived. Next is each hybrid orbital has two lobes on uh, on the two sides of the nucleus. One lobe is larger and another is the smaller lobe. And the last is covalent bond formed by hybrid orbitals are stronger than those by forming the pure orbitals, because the hybrid orbital has the electron density concentrated on the side with a larger lobe, and the other is smaller, allowing the greater overlapping of the orbital. Now we are going to learn types of hybridization and geometry of molecule. We are going to learn here the types sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization. So let's start first sp3 hybridization. In this case, what will happen? 1s and 3p orbitals having comparable energy, as you are seeing in the diagram. Blue color S, which is spherical, and px, py, pz, 3 directional orbitals of p will be mixing and recasting how many? 4 hybrid orbitals, which is having definite and directional shape. Now 4 hybrid orbitals are formed which are having equivalent energy and shape. They have one large lobe and one small lobe, you are seeing in the diagram here, and they are at an angle of 109 and 28 minute in each other in space. They used to form the tetrahedral geometry, and we will learn example for sp3 is methane. The central atom of methane is carbon. That means carbon atomic orbitals are undergoing hybridization process before bonding with 4 hydrogen atoms. So this is the electronic configuration of carbon, where in 2s 2 electrons are there and in 2p 1 electron will be there. What will happen? Now in excited state, 1 electron will jump in pz. Now you are seeing all p orbitals are having 1 electron. Now these 4 1s from here and these 3p orbitals are going to be mixed, and they are giving us these 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. And sp3 hybrid orbitals will be like this in shape, the tetrahedral geometry. They will arrange themselves, and 4 1s orbitals of hydrogen will be bonded at the end of the larger lobe of the hybrid orbitals present in the regular tetrahedron. Like you are seeing the orange colored balls which are representing the hydrogen atom, they are overlapping to the larger lobe of the hybrid orbital of carbon. This is how we used to say the methane molecule shape is tetrahedral and the bond angle is 109.28 minute. Now sp2 hybridization. In sp2, what will happen? 1s will be mixing with 2p to give you 3 sp2 hybridized molecule. Let's talk about the ethene molecule or ethylene molecule. This molecule contain 2 carbon atoms each bound to 2 hydrogen atom. Each carbon atom undergo sp2 hybridization, and 1s orbital and 2p orbital on of carbon atom hybridized to give you 3 sp2 orbitals which is having same energy and definite shape. And what will happen next? Next is one sp2 of this carbon and one sp2 of this carbon will overlap to give you sigma covalent bond, and one vacant p orbital of this carbon and one vacant p orbital of this carbon will give you the pi bond. If you are seeing right here, this S and these two P will undergo hybridization. This PZ will remain like this only, which is pure p orbital, which is shown like this, and another two hybrid orbital which are sp2 will form sigma bond with two hydrogens here, and this carbon's sp2 hybrid orbital will be forming two sigma bonds with two hydrogen atoms here. Now next, sp hybridization. sp hybridization, like the name is saying, one s and one p orbital will be mixing and we are getting two sp hybrid orbitals. Now we are going to learn here the formation of acetylene molecule. Acetylene means ethine, C2H2. In this molecule, what will happen? There are two carbon atoms and two hydrogen atom. Each carbon atom undergo sp hybridization and they will be giving us two sp hybrid orbitals which are arranging themselves in on 180-degree angle. Now let's see the excited state of carbon atom. This is the excited state of carbon atom electronic configuration, and only this S and this P will undergo hybridization to give us two sp hybrid orbitals. One sp orbital of this carbon will overlap with another sp orbital of this carbon atom to form sigma bond, and the two pure p orbitals, two of this carbon atom and two of this carbon atom, will overlap laterally to form pi bonds, and another sp orbital of this carbon atom forms sigma bond with this hydrogen atom, and this carbon's sp orbital will form sigma bond with this 1s orbital of hydrogen atom. This is how sp hybridization happen in case of carbon when it is present in acetylene molecule, and the bond angle is 180-degree and you are seeing geometry is linear. This is the diagram we can show at last. When 1s is mixing with 3p, we are getting sp3 orbitals. They are arranging themselves in the tetrahedral shape. When 1s is mixing with 2p, they are giving us 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals having trigonal planar shape. And when 1s is mixing with 1p, it is giving us 2 sp hybrid orbitals having linear shape. And finally, we can also conclude with the example and shape by this slide: number of hybrid orbitals produced, the shape and the bond angle, with the example for sp, sp2 and sp3 hybridization. So this is all about the hybridization process. Thank you.